Hi, welcome back to Journeys of Peace. This is episode 1 of Movie Chats, a new weekly video series where I talk about travel-related movies that make us laugh, cry, or dream about hopping on a plane. Right now, I'm planning to post new episodes on Fridays, but we'll see how that goes. I wanted to include my cat, Sonia, but she declined to participate. If she changes her mind, you'll meet her in a future episode. Today we're diving into the tropical romantic comedy, Couples Retreat. It's got a stunning setting, hilarious and sometimes uncomfortable moments, and a reminder that even paradise doesn't fix everything. I chose this movie because I love stories where travel becomes a catalyst for reconnecting, not just with others but with yourself. So let's talk about Couples Retreat, a comedy about relationships, chaos, and coconut rum. We follow 4 couples who travel to a tropical island thinking they're getting a discounted vacation. But what they get is a crash course in coupledom. Let's meet the group. Dave and Ronnie, played by Vince Vaughn and Malin Ackerman, are busy parents in a remodeling rut. Jason and Cynthia, played by Jason Bateman and Kristen Bell, are an OCD couple who plan a trip because they're debating divorce based on analytical reasoning. Joey and Lucy, played by Jon Favreau and Kristen Davis, are high school sweethearts counting down to their own divorce due to issues they've kept private. Shane and Trudy, played by Faison Love and Callie Hawk, are a divorced guy and his wild new girlfriend. Shane's ex-wife, Jennifer, played by Tasha Smith, will pop up later. The movie kicks off in suburbia. Jason and Cynthia interrupt a birthday party to announce they're considering divorce.
Jason and I are seriously considering getting a divorce.
But they've found a tropical couples retreat that might save their marriage. And if everyone else comes too, it's half off. The other 2 couples and Shane, wanting to bring Trudy on a romantic trip, reluctantly agree. Welcome to Eden. But it's split in 2 separate resorts. Eden West, couples only. Therapy focused. Eden East, singles paradise. AKA, Temptation Island. There's no TV, no phones, and no escape from introspection. Jason assures the others the therapy is just a few hours a day. Spoiler alert, it's not. The Pelican package requires full participation in therapy, or go home without a refund. Day 1. Early mornings and awkward therapy sessions. This includes Shane being forced to get down to his birthday suit. Day
Wonderful. Stare at you. Stare at all of it.
Is his junk out?
Yep.
Is his junk literally out of his pants?
Yep.
Now it's a part.
2. It gets wilder. Joey and Lucy each get massages from massage therapists of the opposite gender, expecting happy endings. Dave and Jason are both mortified. Meanwhile, Trudy wears Shane out with non-stop activities. She's like a high-speed boat on an empty tank. Relationships start to unravel. Trudy complains about Shane's exhaustion.
Dancing, you said we was gonna be partying, you said we was gonna be doing what we do. You made promises, Daddy.
Joey and Lucy start yelling in therapy.
I'm not saying that.
You don't look at me. You don't ever ask me how I am.
You haven't looked at me in 10 years.
There's an unforgettable poolside yoga scene featuring Salvador, the flirty instructor who's basically yoga's answer to Fabio.
I don't really know that pose.
Okay, now we go into the happy baby pose. No. Please regard me.
I'm sorry?
Please, allow me.
To do what?
Regard me.
Okay.
Yes. You are doing fantastic, my dear.
Then in the snow and rain rooms, we get quieter moments. The men talk about being dads, the women talk about what they've lost in themselves. Then chaos. Trudy leaves Shane and escapes to Eden East. Without all 4 couples, they'll fail the retreat. A storm rolls in. The group splits. The women find the waterfall Ronnie's been dreaming about. The men stumble into a hut where a guy named Scanley, yes with a C, is playing Guitar Hero. Dave challenges him to a duel and wins. Meanwhile, Salvador shows up with coconut rum and leads the women to Eden East. Each couple gets a moment of truth. Dave and Ronnie talk honestly and reconnect. Shane realizes Trudy isn't his future, and reunites with his ex, Jennifer. Jason and Cynthia admit they love each other too much to give up. Joey and Lucy fight, cry, and make out in front of a crowd. Classic Favreau. The next morning, they all pass the program and get their spirit animals. Jason and Cynthia. A bunny hopping around issues but staying together. Joey and Lucy. A wolf, fierce but loyal. Shane and Jennifer. A honeybee, they may wander but always come home. Dave and Ronnie. A donkey, stubborn but steady and strong. Couples Retreat is messy, loud, and exaggerated, but beneath the comedy there's truth. Relationships are work. Vacations won't fix everything, but stepping away from routine can remind you why you chose your partner in the first place. As far as it relates to content I put out, I think we have a couple things I can touch on. First, Jason and Cynthia want 3 other couples to go on their couples retreat to get a better rate, misleading them into believing they get to go to Sandals essentially while just Cynthia and Jason do the therapy part. To me, that's a little selfish. Secondly, putting their potential divorce into PowerPoint using analytics to justify this trip is insensitive to Shane, who is dealing with a very real divorce. Third, after Joey punches Salvador, he and Lucy yell at each other, bragging about how they've each cheated on the other before making out.
On you with more than one guy. On you with more than one.
Yours?
Good. Trainer really blasted my glutes.
So, what's your favorite travel movie? Drop it in the comments. I'm building a watch list. However, if you've scrolled through any of my videos, you may have noticed I have a thing for Spencer Dutton from 1923. I know 1923 is a TV show, but if we isolate Spencer and Alex's story from both seasons, we have 2 movies. Honestly, I'm not over the ending of the series. I need to talk about it. So, I am going to cover it because I think there are a lot of interesting points to be made. Also, what do you think about a book club? Maybe a Gen X escape and self-discovery kind of vibe. Let me know if you'd be into that. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Once we build a community here, we'll have real movie chats together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time,